Happy new moon time. Happy holy days. Happy powerful time of the new year. The new year coming very soon here. And it's absolutely phenomenal and amazing that the new moon is happening tomorrow, December 30th at around 2:27 p.m., about a day and a half before the new year begins of 2025. And the new moon is the most powerful time of the lunar cycle to set our intentions because it is the most fertile time to plant the seeds of what it is that we want to create in our lives and in our world. And so amazing that here at the change of the year, when many of us are thinking about New Year's resolutions and New Year's goals, to have the new moon. And so I wanted to dive into what the energetics of this new moon will be astrologically. And I'm really fired up. I'm really excited because the energetics of this new moon are very exciting. Whatever sign the sun and moon will be in at the new moon are going to flavor the rest of the cycle of the moon. So, for the next 15 days, as the moon builds up to the full moon, we will be playing and experimenting and testing out the energetics of what this new moon time will be all about. And so happy to see everyone. Happy holidays. I hope you all had a wonderful time with your family and your friends. Such a great time to go inwards, to rest, to recuperate, to eat some holiday pie, to make some holiday meals. And I hope you all are feeling nourished and getting some rest and getting excited because with the start of the new year 2025, the energetics will change. If you follow numerology, which is the study of numbers, then new year, new numbers, new energy. And so, what is happening numerologically before I jump into the astrology is that we are going to move from what has been an 8 year, and eights, 2024 adds up to eight. Eights are all about discipline. They are all about mastery. They are all about doing two things at once, right? Both setting intentions, visualizing, and actually manifesting. So, eights are all about the work, the effort, and the visualization required to actually manifest your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and visions into the real world, the physical reality. And that's challenging, right? It's much more challenging to build a cathedral brick by brick, block by block, lumber by lumber, window by window, than it is to simply sit and lie and imagine and fantasize and visualize the cathedral in your mind. As many of us can attest, that when we actually go to pick up the hammer to draw out the foundation to begin to build in physical reality, it's a lot more work. And so 8 years can be a lot of work. They can require a lot of effort. They can require a lot of focus and they can require a lot of discipline. And so, if coming into the 8 year, we're not used to putting as much effort in or working as hard, the last year may have been a lot. It may have been a lot of work. It may have been a lot of effort. And so the good news is that numerologically, next year is a new year. We're going into a 9 year. So 2025 adds up to nine. And nines are very different from eights. Eights are very earthy, very solid, very stable. Nines are much more about action and humanitarianism, about caring for people. And so 9 years can be a year where we put our compassion to the test. We put our care to the test. We really work on being there for people. We really work on providing the support and the environments for ourselves and others to flourish. And so nines can be incredible years for humanitarian work where the universe, the earth, the world is like, you know what? we need to do something about this, this, and this. We need to put time and effort into helping other people. So, really beautiful shift, really interesting energy that we're going into with 2025. I'll do a whole video all about nine energy coming up here. But for now, I want to dive into the new year and the new moon that is happening tomorrow, December 30th at 2:27 p.m. I'm really excited, and I'm really excited to encourage all of you to set new moon intentions. What is it that you want to create in 2025? Because tomorrow at the new moon, this is like the most powerful time for the next 2 weeks to kind of set that intention. So I'm going to pull up the actual sky, which is an app called Stellarium, and Stellarium is amazingly helpful to see what is happening up in the sky. I don't know about you, but I think it's fascinating to follow the planets and to see where they're located and to see what's happening with them. Just like the moon, I don't know if you've noticed, the moon seems to have a physiological, psychological effect on how we feel. So do the other planets. And it's really powerful at new moon times because the sun and the moon come together in exactly the same sign. And it's really powerful for setting intentions. It's like the most powerful intention setting window of the lunar cycle. So what does it mean, right? What sign are the sun and moon going to be in? Right now, the moon is in the very end of Ophiuchus, the 13th sign, which is all about magic. It's all about mastery. It's all about revealing the secrets of who we are, the secrets to manifestation, the secrets to creation. Very, very powerful, powerful energy as we head into this new moon starting tomorrow on December 20, December 30th. And so tonight is a really great time to start getting into the flow and into the vibe of creation. Man, how do we manifest, right? What is the process of manifestation? Ophiuchus is all about learning what it takes to create and to manifest into the physical, right? It all starts with the awareness of what we want. It all starts with what we want to create. It all starts with what we desire. The desire is the pull for all the particles in the universe to come together, to begin to coalesce and to become and create something into matter, into form, into something that is tasteable, touchable, tangible. And so, very, very powerful as we go into this new moon. Sun is currently sitting in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the sign of freedom. And so, this new moon is really all about freedom. It's all about travel. It's all about traveling to new horizons, going to the farthest distances, experiencing new things, expanding your mind, expanding your consciousness. So I want to take you on a little journey because both sun and moon are going to be in Sagittarius at the new moon tomorrow. And so, what this new moon is really all about is about expansion. And after having spent all of 24 very focused, many of us, on the manifestation of the structures, it being an 8 year, there's this yearning to be free. There's this yearning to just go forth and expand our consciousness, expand our energy, go into the unknown. So I want to share with you what this new moon, the focus, what is Sagittarius energy all about? Because it may really help and assist us to dial in ways in which we can better activate our intentions for this new moon period. And so I'm really excited to travel with you into the land of Sagittarius, the energy of freedom, the energy of expansion, sun, which is self, which is soul, which is purpose in Sagittarius tomorrow and today. Moon will be in Sagittarius tomorrow. It's the sign of the teacher. It's the sign of travel. It's the sign of following a guru, following a guide, following a mentor. And that could even be the stars, right? Following a bright light. Right? How many years, how many time, how many thousands of years have our ancestors followed the bright light of the stars, the bright light of the sun. And so very exciting to start 2025 off with a new moon in the sign of Sagittarius, the sign of freedom, the sign of truth, the sign of the guru, the teacher, the guide. It points to 2025 perhaps being a year of great expansion, being a year of going beyond what we have previously known, arching towards the highest, going towards the brightest light. Okay. And so I want to share with you here just some beautiful imagery to represent the Sagittarius vibe. It's a fire sign. It's all about travel. It's all about philosophy. It's all about the higher mind. And it's just powerful energy to start 2025 off with. I'm very excited for this. And so here we go, jumping in. I often call Sagittarius the cosmic Santa Claus. And so it's very interesting that we just had Christmas because Santa Claus represents joyfulness, jolliness, having fun, and it represents abundance, prosperity, and gifts. And so there's something really powerful and really beautiful about this energy of Sagittarius. I think it's interesting that yesterday was my father's birthday. And so his sun sign is in Sagittarius, and he so embodies the energies of Santa Claus. He's happy, he's jolly most of the time. He's always generous. He's always giving gifts of love and connection. And so it's so amazing to me that this new moon is happening in basically the sign of Santa Claus. And so, is there something in your life that you have been seeking abundance? Have you been seeking gifts? Have you been seeking some type of prosperity? Well, this coming new moon has some really powerful flavors for that. Now, what else is Sagittarius? Sagittarius is very experimental and really likes to test the envelope. And so I want to share a little music of kind of what I would call Sagittarius energy, where there's someone is dancing with fire, there's men in turbans, they're singing this song, they're having a great time. Sagittarius loves to have fun and it loves to push the envelope. It loves to combine the energies and elements of all the cultures, all the religions, it's eclectic, right? It's multicultural. It loves to incorporate all the energies of the world. It's multinational. It's all about the whole planet and all of the religions, all of the ideas, all of the philosophies and the religions coming together, being able to taste and experience and share them, right? And so this is very powerful energy. Let's have some fun and dive into this Sagittarius energy coming up with this new moon. Let's see here. No sound. Yep. Here we go. So the energy of Sagittarius is all about freedom. It's all about expression. It's a fire sign. It's exciting. It's about pushing the envelope, pushing past the horizon, going past what you have known, going beyond what has been. And it's the time of the new year. And the sun is in the sign of freedom, the sign of expansion, and the sign of going beyond what we've known. So get excited. Get excited about what you're going to be able to create this year. Get excited about where you want to travel. Get excited about where you want to push past your edge and go past the obvious and go beyond into a new dimension, a new possibility of what can be, right? It's such powerful energy. I'm so excited because the new moon always is the flavor of the next 2-week cycle, the next month cycle. It's always that flavor. And so it's a great time to think about, what do I want to do different? How do I want to change things up? Where could I go? Where could I spice things up? Where could I turn on some more flavor? Where could I start something new? And so this year is starting with this boldness and this ability to go beyond what we have done and where we have been. And it's so powerful and exciting. It's very exciting. So I want to share a little bit more about what Sagittarius energy looks like, because I find it's very helpful to have visuals when we're learning about astrological signs, when we're learning about what are the energy, what does it mean? How might this affect me? Why is this important? Why should I think about this, right? And so one thing that's really interesting about Sagittarius is that it relates to the sign of it's called the sign of the guru. It's the sign of spiritual wisdom. It's the sign of the ascended master, Jesus, Krishna, Paramahansa Yogananda. Michael and I went to this amazing Christmas Eve celebration at the Self-Realization Fellowship in Los Angeles, the Lake Shrine Temple. And we went up in the front of the temple where all of these divine realized beings, Paramahansa Yogananda, Sri Yukteswar, Krishna, Jesus, Babaji, and sitting there on this night of Christmas Eve, feeling the energy of the guru is palpable. It's an energy. And so as the sun and the moon are both going into Sagittarius, this is a time where we're being connected to our inner guru. We're being connected to the higher wisdom of our inner self, the higher wisdom of the guru, the higher wisdom of the stars. The image of Sagittarius is always of the centaur with his bow and arrow, shooting the arrow towards the stars, going towards our highest ideal, our highest possibility, our highest expression. And so with this new moon time, the dark of the moon, we're most internal. What seed or vision or creation could you call to mind of what it is that you want to create? If you can perceive this wholeness, only then will you understand astrology. Otherwise, you will not understand, right? It's kind of like, if you know, you know, right? If you know what it feels to experience the guru, if you know what it feels to experience illumination, you'll understand, right? And so this is a really powerful time to get in touch with that inner guru. And this is one of my favorite images of Sagittarius, which is the symbol, of course, is the centaur. The centaur arching the arrow towards the brightest star. Its ruling planet, you can kind of see the symbol here, is Jupiter. And Jupiter is the biggest planet in the sky. And so this is a time of expansion. This is a time of getting bigger. Now, I will go into some of the things that are holdbacks right now. Because just as we have these phenomenal opportunities, we also have some really big challenges, which I think I can feel in the collective tonight as I get excited about this new moon. I'm like, oh, there's this real dense planetary thing happening. So by the end of this call, I will share with you what that is because I know a lot of you are probably feeling it and wondering what the heck. I want to be excited. I want to get fired up. I want to feel great. And if you're having challenges with feeling great for the new year, Michael and I just led a 5 hour energy clearing call, clearing blocks to 2025. So I have to say, I am feeling really good about the new year. And so if you would like a link to gain access to do those energy clearings with us, leave a comment. I'm happy to share that with you because I know a lot is coming up for everyone, right? The new year, the new cycle. What's it going to be like? Is it going to be great? How do I make it great? There's so much that this brings up. And so this energy of this new moon is really asking us to dive into expansion. It's really asking us to go beyond what we've known, to stretch our limit, to go to the stars, to go beyond, right? And so, some imagery I like to share for this, it's really about getting in touch with God, right? It's really about getting in touch with our spiritual connection, whatever that is, is God nature for you? Is God breathing? Is God doing yoga? Is God going on a hike? The Sagittarius energy asks us to expand into our higher consciousness, to connect to something higher, to go beyond what we have known, right? And so the energy of Sagittarius, the energy of Jupiter often really relates. Oh, what happened there? Hold on a moment. To the energy of mastering our connection to our highest self, finding our inner wizard, our inner Santa, our inner manifestation champion who can create whatever it is that we want to have, be, do, or have in this life. And so, one of my favorite images to really represent the energy of Sagittarius or Jupiter, the planet that rules it, is this cosmic Santa, this divine masculine force. And of course, the divine feminine also holds the divine masculine as well. But it's this energy of the teacher, the guide, who is infinitely abundant, infinitely prosperous. Jupiter is the millionaire planet. So we are currently in a sign ruled by Jupiter, the millionaire planet. And so there is possibility for great wealth and abundance right now. However, I do have to tell you that Jupiter is retrograde, the millionaire planet, until about mid-February. And so the big wins are coming, my friends. If you're curious to know more about how the astrology around wealth might be affecting you, I will be leading a call January 2nd to dive into where the current astrological wealth energy could be affecting you personally. So if you'd like to be there for that call, it'll be Thursday night at 6 p.m. It's part of our wealth membership. You're welcome to leave a comment. I'm happy to get you in. It's going to be powerful, but I do need to have your birthday info soon if you want to come. But this is a time for calling in, setting our intention. It's the new moon. When it's the new moon, things are quiet. We want to go within. We're tired. We want to rest. We want to rejuvenate. The dark time of the moon is the most fertile. So as you go within and as you rest and as you commune with your inner guides and teachers, what is your intention? What is it that you want to create? What miracles, what abundance, what gifts of joy, what gifts of laughter do you want to create? What do you want to create in this world right now? This new moon. What would it feel like? And my partner Michael on the energy call today, he shared something that I just thought was so brilliant about we can just get the feeling right of what we want to feel. we can just dial into the frequency of our feeling, we can create it. And if we're clear energetically, we're strong and we're in tune with that feeling. There's no blocks to that feeling. It's clear, it's vibrant, it's fresh. Then we can be, do, have, create anything and everything that we want. So I want to encourage you, a lot of pressure with new moons and with intention setting and goal setting. I personally tend to check out around the time of the new year because I'm like, it's just too much pressure. I want so many things and I want to create so many things and so I want to really invite you with this sort of playful new moon. It's not about being serious. It's about being joyful. And so what gives you joy? What could make you feel joyful? If it's not thinking about your goals, maybe just take a moment and just think about what gives you joy. What makes you feel happy? Just imagine that feeling of Santa Claus, right? Flying through the air in his sled, delivering all the gifts and toys and wonderful things to all the boys and girls. And yes, Christmas has passed, right? The day, yet here we are. Here we are with this new moon and the sign of Santa, the sign of abundance, the sign of generosity, generosity of spirit, generosity of being, generosity. I just want to invite you for this new moon time occurring tomorrow, December 30th, 2:27 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Darkest time of the moon is the most powerful time for creation. It is when the seeds have the most fertility to sprout and grow. And you may not see the manifestation right away. But what is it that you want to create? What is it that you want to be, do, or have in your life? If you could be this mythical Santa and create any toy or gift for yourself, what would it be? Or for a loved one or for your family? What would you want to create? So I leave you to ponder that. And I will be back soon to share in more depth about some of the challenging energetics that are happening astrologically. But let's get our intention right for this new moon. Let's focus on the positive. Let's focus on how it would feel to feel good. Ah, what would that feel like? Just focus on the good. We just ask God, the God angels, all the spiritual beings of light to give you the gifts that you seek tonight. And wishing you all a happy new moon time and sending you biggest love from my heart, from our hearts to yours. Truly, you all are a divine gift awaiting the moment of your blossoming. May you blossom. May your intentions be set. And may all you wish to create be made true. Sending you biggest love and aloha and happy new moon to all of you.